All right, good afternoon, everyone. We are Team VCU School of Education, Team 10. My name is Eric Ekholm, and I'm presenting on behalf of Morgan DeBusk Lane and Mike Broda. So getting into it, it's probably no surprise, given our affiliation with VCU School of Education, that we were drawn to the education data sets in this year's Datathon. And as we dug into those, we discovered this data set relating to after-school meal program participation. And when we researched that program, or the CACFP after-school meals program, we learned that only 4% of kids eligible for free or reduced price lunch participate in this program each day, despite the fact that nearly 15% of kids under the age of 18 will experience food insecurity at some point, right? So what this tells us is that this is a hugely underutilized program that could really be benefiting more kids than it currently is. And when we thought about why that might be, we thought, maybe it's a lack of understanding. Maybe people don't know what this program is, and maybe they don't know which sites near them participate in this after-school meals program. And what we found was that there's not currently a tool for families to learn about which programs or which sites participate in this after-school meals program. So we thought, let's go ahead and build that. Let's make that tool. And so we used the after-school meals participation data provided by the VDOE and the Datathon, as well as open source data science tools like R and Shiny, to build this app designed to help families find nearby sites participating in this program. So I want to show you that right now. So this is a fairly simple, but we believe powerful and useful app for families. And what you can do is you can type an address over here into the search bar on the left, and the map will zoom in to that address, and it will show you sites participating in the CACFP After School Meals program nearby. It will show you the closest site as a green dot. It'll show you the address you enter as a red dot, right? So if you look here, we entered the address for the VCU School of Education building, Oliver Hall. It shows up as red. The closest site to it shows up as green, the Marian Francis Youth Center, and we can see that is also shown over here on the left. And we can see other nearby sites show up as blue dots, right? So we can obviously, or we can filter. So say we only want public schools. If we click that, it refreshes. We see now the closest site is Binford Middle. We can say we only want non-schools, and this will also include non-public schools, right? So we can see again the closest is the Marian Francis Youth Center. We can zoom in, we can zoom further out if we wanted to. And we can, of course, enter a different address. So let me enter the address for the Blackfriars Playhouse in Stanton. So we can see here that shows up here, and the closest site participating in this program is Bessie Weller Elementary. We've also included helpful links to the No Kid Hungry website and the Virginia Department of Health, who runs the CACFP program, in case folks want to learn more. So why is this valuable? Again, although it's a fairly simple site, we believe it serves a very useful role and does a good job providing user-friendly access to this database of after-school meal sites in the Commonwealth, and it matches a user to the closest site to them based on their address. We believe this will help parents, families, and students more easily locate programs that participate in this after-school meal program, or sites that participate in this program, which will in turn increase the usage of this program, which we talked about earlier is kind of very underutilized. And lastly, we believe another benefit of our approach here is we used entirely open source tools, and so anyone who wanted to expand upon our solution could do that by accessing this GitHub repo here, which has all of our code, the cleaned data, and annotations. And we also have a link here as well to the app itself. So thank you all. We appreciate the opportunity to work on this, and we hope you have a wonderful afternoon.